Why do I have to pay to pee? Why? Do you ever just feel really annoyed? Annoyed at everyday things that just like... they're fine. They're not really that annoying. But depending on the mood you're in, they just really, really, really bother you. Welcome to today's video where I'm just gonna complain a bunch. Because that's the mood I'm in right now. Look at my shirt. It keeps doing this thing where as much as I pull it over to cover my tank top, it won't. It's fine. I was planning on doing some kind of try not to laugh or something, but I just feel like complaining. Honestly, I don't think complaining is bad. Need that catharsis. So, welcome to some things that just annoy me. They're just like pretty normal stuff, but are just so annoying. The first thing is when you lose the bread tie. You make a sandwich, you make some toast, you make some grilled cheese, whatever the heck you're doing with bread, and you lose that freaking bread tie. It disappears, and you cannot find it. So annoying. It's just one of those things where you, especially depending on if you're in a bad mood or not, you get so annoyed. Because it's like, well, of course, everything else isn't going well today, so of course this has to happen too. The next thing is the way you always run into things when you're upset. Whether that be a counter, a table, a freaking doorknob, just a door. The way you stub your toe on everything. Or if your shirt gets caught on something. It just, no matter what. Especially if you're in a bad mood, because this happens to me so much. But if I'm in a bad mood and I start running into things, it's just like... ah! Just, of course this has to happen too. Of course! The next one is when businesses require you to have to buy something when using the bathroom. Huh? Why, when I have to relieve myself, why do I also have to purchase something that I'm probably not gonna use? Like, oh great, this paperweight that I'm gonna do nothing with because I had to go to the bathroom. That's so weird. Why is that a requirement? Why do I have to pay to pee? Why? Like, dude, imagine, like, if you're a business owner, you require that, but you go to a different place and they require it, you get annoyed, right? Of course you'd get annoyed. I don't get that. That is probably one of the things that annoys me the most, because that is so ridiculous to me. To have to take care of a basic need and you have to buy something for it? You have to pay to relieve? I don't know if this next one is something that people even think about. I think about it, like, constantly because it annoys me so much, obviously. Like when I'm washing my face or when I wash my hands. But especially when I wash my face, you know, I'm bent down like this and then water starts dripping down my arm. That is why I rolled up my sleeves, so I wouldn't get water in them. Gravity, why? I put Google pictures. I'm trying to remember why I put that. Oh, I think one of the things is when you're trying to use a picture in like a PowerPoint or like, you know, when I make thumbnails or something for my videos, it has like that watermark or it has like those lines in it, you know what I'm talking about? And I get why those are necessary. People like the copyright on that, but it's still annoying. I think the other thing I thought about when I wrote that down, I think the main reason why I wrote down Google Pictures is when, like, you look up someone playing an instrument and it looks awful. I watch Two Set Violin. If you don't know them, they're pretty funny. They're two guys that play violin, and they do comedy stuff too. But they have had a few videos where they talk about people who take like stock photos and they look awful. Like for instruments, they look terrible. It's like, why can no one teach you how to properly hold an instrument? It's just annoying. You just see it and it just gets on your nerves a little bit. I don't know. This next one, paparazzi. Thankfully, I've never had to deal with paparazzi, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I get that it's your job, but you're being such turds. I hate that the invasion of privacy, the just complete disregard for human, space and boundaries. Oh my gosh. Paparazzis make me so angry. I feel so bad for these celebrities. You've probably seen that video of the actor for the original Spider-Man, which I grew up with. I will always love Toby. And he was trying to, leave somewhere in his car, and someone was in the car with him. And all these paparazzis were just, flashing him, taking pictures of him, and, he could not see. He literally could not see where he was going, and he totally blew up with them, and I understand, I would too. And the fact that after he did that, I mean, I never saw, an article about it, I don't even know when this happened, but of course they exploded it. Of course they exploited that blow up. Of course they did, because that's their job. They infuriate someone to the point where they have to say, get out of my face, and then they exploit that and make you look like you're an awful person. Another instance, too, where I saw... it was about Kanye. There was this dude that it was 4 a.m, and he came up to Kanye's house. His house, the place where he lives. One of the only places that he can, actually have a private space. But no, of course, this place has to also be invaded by this dude in 4 a.m, coming up and being like, hey, Kanye. And Kanye just, actually handled it pretty calmly and pretty, I respect that. And he was like, dude, it's 4 a.m. You cannot be here. That's so not cool. Again, my question for, paparazzi people, why? Why? Why do you do it like this? I understand your job is to, get the scoop of whatever junk you're finding information on. But come on, have some class, will ya? Have some decency, for crying out loud. I don't understand. I don't understand why that's okay, or why in some ways, why is that even legal? Why was that guy, why could he go to Kanye's house at 4 a.m? I'd be so mad. Ugh. I'd never want to be famous for that reason. For one of the reasons, because paparazzi just makes me so angry. I'd like to think if I ever had to deal with them, I would, just try to not engage as much as possible, because they can't do anything if I don't do anything. It's not entertaining. You couldn't tell that got me going. I don't understand the paparazzi. Why they have to just completely disregard and disrespect human privacy, the right to privacy, as well as just boundaries. That's so ridiculous to me. That just makes me upset. I don't like that celebrities have to go through that constantly, and it drives them crazy for the good reasons. And people just exploit that and just, come on, people. Anyway, next one are lane sharks. Lane sharks are so annoying. Go to park. It's the only parking spot ever, and someone is just there. Someone's just right over that line, or even blatantly over that line, completely blocking you off to this parking spot. And it may or may not be the only parking spot, but still, come on. Another thing with the paparazzi, just, can you be a little mindful? Is it really that hard? And then I can admit, some people genuinely don't know. That's fair. But come on, just be aware, be mindful, people. Oh, this next one is one of the bane of my existence. Is when people say library or espresso or especially. I'm sorry, you guys. There's no X in especially or espresso. Say it with me. There is no X in espresso or especially. There is an R in library. It's just that's not what the word is. And I hear it all the time, and it's just I wouldn't say it makes me angry or anything, but angry or anything, but it just makes me kind of go like, similar thing with times or minus, like, oh, you minus the 2, you, like, it's subtract, it's not minus. Or when people use it in like they say minusing or timesing. Yeah, I admit these things, especially with these last few words I've talked about, they're very, very picky, and but they're just annoying. Like, I can't be the only one who's annoyed by that, right? Another thing that I also just really don't like is like talking while other people are talking. I mean, I'm guilty of this too. I mean, of course we all are. Like, sometimes you get excited or you get heated in a conversation and you just like, you need to say something. But I try my best to just like, okay, you talk, I'll listen, like, and actually listen, and then I will say my piece. And like, you know, I get excited or I get angry, heated, whatever. And so like sometimes I really feel that jump, and sometimes I even do it too, and I do the thing that annoys me. But it's like the reasons why I don't like debates, like political debates, like watching them. I just, they don't actually listen to each other, and you know, that's a whole can of worms in itself. And yeah, I don't like it. I don't like doing it. I don't like receiving it, because it can be quite annoying. Like, if you ever think about, can you think about a conversation you had where people just kind of like kept jumping or like finishing your sentences for you, or just like not letting you really speak? I find that really annoying, and I'm sure I'm not alone in that. The last thing I have for now is tailgating. Makes me so upset. And what's terrible is when someone tailgates me on the road, I don't even mean to. I just automatically think they're just a horrible human being. I'm sure they're wonderful. I'm sure they don't, like, maybe they're not even paying attention, or, you know, sometimes people do it purposefully and they're just jerks. But like, that's always like my automatic, like, oh, I bet they're just a terrible person. They hate puppies or something. I'm sure they don't. I'm sure they're fine, but it's just so annoying because I don't like tailgating. I know something my dad would do is whenever someone would tailgate him, he would slow down. Probably not the best thing to do, but you know. I don't like it. Because, you know, we're all, once again, we're all guilty of this, I'm sure. Like, I'm sure I've tailgated people, like, because I'm impatient or whatever junk. You know, they probably think I'm just a horrible human being too. But I don't like it. I mean, I know I'm not alone in that. Nobody likes tailgating. Everybody hates it, because it's just like, dude, get out of my face. And it seems like if they start getting just a little bit too close, I just automatically go like, they suck. Oh, this is nice to talk about. I've been feeling kind of like, today. Just a lot of things have been kind of annoying me. My clothes are just like, where my thoughts have been going today. Yeah, I don't know. It's been kind of annoying today. So, this felt like a pretty fitting thing to talk about. And I have a whole list of other stuff that annoy me, so I'm gonna save that for another video. Thanks for being here. Thanks for letting me rant a little bit. And let me know if these things annoy you, what else annoys you. We can be annoyed together and validate each other. Sometimes you just need to rant. So thanks for being here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you liked it. Please share with a friend so that I can show this to more friends, and hopefully we can keep growing this community. Hit that bell so that you can know when I've made a video and you can be the first to see it. And I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having a better day than I've had so far. And it'll all work out. Everything will be okay. So thanks for being here, friends, and I'll see you later.